crazy and thin and strange this market is right now, just on a 1 day time frame. Volume is so light here on Wednesday. I want to show the bonds and the NASDAQ. Listen, the bonds broke down today let's see, what time was that? That was around right around noon Eastern, about lunchtime. Somebody came in and sold hard. You can see the volume, very big volume here. And we went from 153.21 all the way down here to 152 and 28 or so. Since then, barely a test again, and now we have squeezed all the way back up here. I put a fib on top just to show. We went all the way up here to the 78.6 line at 153.15. So we're sitting right here. We'll see how this closes. I would say that normal behavior is this shouldn't even have rallied this hard, but it did. I'd be a seller. All right, so let's move on from there just to show you another with the profile. And the reason I say that, value just for the day is back here at 153.05. So just the bounce here to 153.05, I would have thought would have been a good sell. And then if you get a chance to sell up in here, it's a gift. But we went through the 50, the 61.8, and all the way up to the 78.6. So somewhat muddled again there on this type of action. Then when you take a look at the NASDAQ, same thing here. Listen, I've got to show this because this morning we were selling off all night. The European session right here. This is midnight here on the West Coast, and we sold off for right to the open, and we went all the way down here to 63.50. What's the reason I want to show this is there is no reference short term, nothing for me. Really, you could argue maybe the bottom of this valley here at 63, which also was the top of Monday's trade. That would be about the only reason somebody came in and bought it, but they bought it in size. They turned on the machine right here, tested the Monday high, and have gone on to make a new high. But this took from this was 7:45, so 1 hour into the open, this reversed and took us up 30 points higher, which is not a very big range again, and we took out the high again. So I don't know what to think of this market. Again, why we held there versus not, coming back to the bigger line, and so sharply. Somebody again has a algo running that's just not allowing the Nasdaq to fall. Why do I say the Nasdaq specifically? Well, because the S&P again, as the Nasdaq has made new highs here yesterday, today, and it continues. The S&P continues to lag, and the S&P, real quickly, let me just pull it up. 2289.75, up 4 points today. Again, it sold off early this morning. You can see that, and that was a new low for the week. Why on earth? Again, I'm looking at I'm looking at the profile here. There's nothing here that says it shouldn't at least test 76 before banging up into 85. So very strange behavior going on, along with the bonds going higher. So you've got bonds going higher. S&P is green by 1. Nasdaq is up now 15 points. All-time highs, and the Dow is red, by the way, for the day. So now that you have a clear picture of where the markets are, because I don't, the Dow is at 20,000 on the futures and is red for the day, 18 points. Okay, so sitting right on value. I have no idea which way this one's going. Again, this made a new all-time high just yesterday. Couldn't follow through today. It's not bearish, not bullish. You could argue it's bullish if it continues up tomorrow. But if this rotates, and again, it was started to this morning, you had this rotation down here, 666, that held. And if it didn't, we very quickly could have gone down 150 points. Anyways, that's where we are. AD line tells you absolutely nothing. It shows the same confusion. AD line has been right around even all day. It's at plus 200. That should give you a good picture of how muddled this is from a trading perspective. When it gets like this, I always tell people, go small. There's not a clear-cut path right now, and so many assets that, for me, you've really got to scale back and protect yourself and protect your capital. There'll be better opportunities. Right now, the volatility is so tight. There's so little behavior there's so little participation in this market that you've just got to step aside and wait.